the world's #1 military power, versus a nation that is not only deeply armed, but masters asymmetric warfare through missiles, drones, and proxies. One has 11 aircraft carriers, the other 0, but it's proven it can strike hard without using jets. This is USA versus Iran, and raw numbers only tell part of the story. According to many military strength indices, the US remains the most powerful military in the world. But Iran's strategy isn't about matching strength stroke for stroke. Iran is often ranked around number 16 in global power indexes. In recent conflict, Iran launched a massive missile and drone assault against Israel, showing its real weapon lies in asymmetric warfare. Today, we're breaking down both Iran's conventional capabilities and the asymmetric edge that changes everything. Ground forces, comparison, manpower. Iran has about 610,000 active-duty military personnel, plus large reserves. It also relies heavily on Basij paramilitary forces and the IRGC, which together can mobilize hundreds of thousands more. With all mobilization, Iran's potential fighting force can approach nearly 1 million in a major conflict. Tanks and armored vehicles. Iran's tank fleet is older. Many are legacy M60, older T-72, and other aging models. These tanks are not designed for power projection. They are more suited for defense. Artillery and missiles. Iran fields thousands of artillery systems, plus an extremely capable missile force. It has a wide missile inventory, Fateh 110, Sejil, Ahmad, Khorramshahr variants, and more. According to US Strategic Command analysis, Iran now holds one of the largest ballistic missile arsenals in the Middle East. During recent tensions, Iran's missile force proved its reach and readiness. Ground reality verdict. In a classic, conventional ground war, the US has a huge edge, more modern forces, logistics, and firepower. But Iran's strength is not in head-to-head battles. Its real strategy: use missiles, proxy forces, and guerrilla militia tactics to impose cost and denial. Total aircraft. The US operates around 13,000 plus aircraft across all branches. Iran has roughly 550 to 600 aircraft, many of them old legacy jets. Fighters, aging fleet versus cutting edge. USA, modern fighters including F-22, F-35, and other high-tech planes. Iran, mostly older models, F-4 Phantoms, MiG-29s, F-14S. Iran's air fleet is aging and heavily reliant on maintenance and spare parts from non-standard sources. Drones and missiles. Iran compensates for outdated jets with a highly developed drone and missile program. Key drones include Shahed 136 suicide drones, Mohajer 6, Ababil 5, and jet-powered Qarar. Iran has also used drone-launched precision munitions. They test and use guided munitions from aerial platforms. Air power verdict. The US would dominate any conventional air battle, but Iran's distributed drone and missile network, often operated from proxy or hidden bases, is a very dangerous asymmetric threat. Naval power comparison, fleet size, and strategy. Iran's navy is not built for blue water projection. It relies on small, fast attack boats, missile boats, and mini submarines. Its goal: area denial, particularly in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. Carriers and major ships. Iran has no aircraft carriers or major power projection naval platforms. Its naval doctrine emphasizes ambushes, swarming tactics, and coastal missile batteries. Submarines. Iran operates diesel-electric submarines, Kilo class, and domestic variants. These subs are useful in shallow waters of the Gulf, where detection is hard and they can lay mines or deploy special forces. Swarm A2AD tactics. Iran practices swarm naval tactics, combining small, fast boats plus shore missiles plus drones to overwhelm stronger navies. In a Gulf conflict, these tactics would make it very difficult for a large US carrier group to dominate without heavy cost. Naval verdict. US dominates in open ocean. Iran is dangerous in its own backyard, using geography plus asymmetric naval strategy to deny access. Defense budget. Iran's military budget for 2025 is estimated around $23.1 billion, according to Iran Open Data Center. Much of this budget is opaque. Part comes from oil revenues and special project lines. According to SIPRI, in 2024, Iran's reported spending was around $7.9 billion. High inflation and sanctions complicate true budget transparency. Spending priorities. Iran focuses heavily on missiles, drones, and proxy force support. It invests significantly in underground missile infrastructure and hardened facilities. Tech race, stealth fighters, advanced jets. Iran does not have modern stealth fighters. Missiles. Iran's missile force is very advanced, including medium-range systems like Imad, Sejil, Khorramshahr variants. Tech verdict. The U.S. leads in pure technology quality and advanced systems. Iran's edge lies in distributed delivery. Its missiles plus drones plus proxy groups make its arsenal resilient and very difficult to neutralize in a single strike. Global military presence. United States. Massive global presence with hundreds of bases in dozens of nations. Can project power anywhere. Iran. No large overseas military bases, but via its proxy network, Hezbollah, Iraqi militias, Houthis, Iran has a shadow presence all over the Middle East. In 2025, Iran's proxy network allowed it to coordinate attacks from several fronts without directly deploying its full conventional military. Presence verdict. USA projects global power. Iran projects regional influence through proxies, making it a strategic threat far beyond its borders. Final power index and summary. So, who would win? It's not that simple, and that's exactly Iran's strength. In conventional war, the US would likely gain air superiority, quickly dominate the Persian Gulf, inflict heavy losses on Iran's conventional forces, but Iran doesn't play by conventional rules. Their whole strategy is asymmetric. Missiles, drones, proxies, underground infrastructure. Key numbers. Active personnel. US approximately 1.3 million versus Iran approximately 610,000 plus aircraft. US 13,000 versus Iran 550, but thousands of drones. Budget. US 895 billion versus Iran 23 billion with hidden funding. Missile arsenal. Iran has a vast and growing missile force. Proxy forces. Iran has hundreds of thousands of fighters across the region. Power index like rank. US is dominant in many categories, but Iran's asymmetric strength gives it a far more complicated and dangerous profile. The real takeaway. Iran doesn't need to win by conventional standards. It just needs to make fighting it too costly for any superpower. This isn't a video about war. It's a video about how modern conflict works. The US is built to fight other armies. Iran is built to survive superpowers. And in war today, the most dangerous weapon isn't always a bomb. Sometimes it's a network. If you found this analysis eye-opening, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Can asymmetric warfare really counter a superpower, or will traditional strength always win?